Hi, right, I think it's nearly noontime. And it's, what is it? It's the noontime on Monday, the 26th of July, 2021. Hopefully there's some people here willing to join us. Right, so I've literally just finished a Zoom class. That's why I'm like hot-footing it into this movement snack with you. Here come our first takers. Thank you and hello, good afternoon. Ian, you're the first in. You're very punctual. Young man, aren't you? You're extremely punctual. Sue Tilly's here as well. Excuse me whilst I just have my sugar tablets. I've just had the very hottest hypo you could imagine. And I'm just still recovering a little bit. But I'm all right, I'm good to go. I'm good to go in this movement snack. Right. Sue's in, Odil's in, Christine's in. Hello, you lot. Are you lovely people ready for a movement snack? Have you slung your tea towels over your shoulder? I hope so. Yeah, mine's still over there. Not really got much to say. So has anybody had out good to happen to them today? Anything? Maybe. I'm just eating sugar sweets. Right, Caroline's in as well. Caroline, you are a regular nowadays, aren't you? Very much so. Your name is as regular as the others that have just signed in as well. So we're doing a bit of tea towel-y type stuff in today's movement snack. But saying that, it doesn't have to be tea towel-y. If you've got a stretchy thing, and remember, Bex a while back did a movement snack dedicated to stretchy things. And these can be in the forms of resistance bands, those kinds of things, that give you that extra resistance for strength-based stuff. It's still too warm there. Yep, it's rather warm here, but I think I've just had a bit of a low blood sugar, so that's why I'm a sweaty mess. It's not the greatest look going into a movement snack, but I'm here. It saves not being here, doesn't it? Oh, Adele, you've had your first courgette as well. I had mine yesterday. It was very nice. I literally just picked it off and ate it raw. Patricia is in. Pat Haynes is in. Clearing weeds. Why is it that weeds grow better than the stuff that you plant? It's so infuriating. That's the one. I think it might be about time, mightn't it? Right, the rest of you, have you got a tea towel? I know you have, Carol. Oh, Margaret Hamilton's just been for coffee with a friend. That sounds really nice. I want to do that. But I've just been looking for my wedding certificate. I cannot find it anywhere. The cupboards. You don't want to see what's behind. You don't want to see what's behind here. Right, we've got to go. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. Today is Monday, the 26th of July, 2021. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton. It's 12:02. I've missed my call. And I'm here to deliver to you the opportunity for you to get some extra movement minutes in your movement minute collection. Couple of things to think about when you get into action. Have some external support around you if you are coming up into standing. You might need it, you might not, but it's there anyway. In seated, a dining chair is normally the best type of chair to be moving into and out of during a movement snack. And remember, I can't see you. You can see me. I'm going to give lots of different demos for lots of different positions. You just take what you want from this. Let's all do a bit of circulation boosting. Feet hip distance in seated or standing. Up through the trunk, lifting, lengthening and feeling taller and more open with your posture. Let's get some foot pedals underway. So if you're in standing, you can of course hold on to your external support. If you're in seated, you can hold on to the side of your chair, and in either or position, get some leg marches underway. Now, just a couple of things to focus on around this leg march action. It's not too high. Try and get your knees to move the same from right side to left side. Maybe even have a glance down so that you understand what your ankles are up to. Toes, ball, heel is that foot fall, that roll through the foot that we're trying to achieve. So greater movement and just really greater awareness and thoughts around how you move, what's happening when you move, things like that. Shall we get an arm swing in? This is obviously one arm in to the mix. Swap sides at some point, but of course, especially in standing, make sure you feel secure with your balance, you've got your coordination behaving itself, and if at all you feel wobbly or you're losing your flow of things, then just take up your support, stop and then restart. Start afresh. And in seated, if your hips are getting a bit squished and a bit achy, as they do, then just have a moment here focusing on the arms, or just keep some foot pedals in, which is just that little bit of a lower level leg march. Right, there we go. Take a pause, settle yourself down. If you need to have a slump and a relax with your posture in seated, posture can be working quite hard throughout. It's just that regular reminder, though, that that will help to make some changes over time. Right, here with tea towel, or if you've got a TheraBand or anything like that, stretchy thing, we're going to get you to roll it up. Now, this in itself is quite good for your fingers. You know, when we fumble a little bit over buttons and clasps and cufflinks and ties and things like that, maybe earrings, it's these finer finger dexterity type movements that we're requiring to behave. So that just helps that. Here we're going to have a go at our squeeze, twist and pull. So this is a grippage, wristage and forearmage of strength. So if you're in standing, that's absolutely fine. Take your feet out a bit wider, broaden the base of support, or even just take a little bit of a prop, lean yourself up against something. Otherwise, seated is where you may be. I'm just going to come here. So one hand on the bottom, one hand on the top, not too high up, and definitely not too high up with the shoulders, but flare your elbows out a bit. Now take a squeeze. It doesn't look like much is happening, does it? But you'll feel that right around your gripping fingers. This time we're going to squeeze and we're going to twist. Now this is an inward twist. You can see the elbows have just moved in, and the knuckles twist to point forwards. Let's try that again. So squeeze, twist, elbows are in, and then just try and pull one hand up and one hand down, and then relax. Squeeze as hard as you can there, twist, really feel that, and now pull, feel that, and relax. Try a few more. We'll try one more on this side actually. I think we've done about 4. Give your fingers and wrist a bit of a wiggle and a stretch. Try again on, this time the other hand's gone on top, has it? Yeah, it might have done. Relax the shoulders, reset it up. That's it, squeeze, twisting in. That's definitely the other hand, it feels strange. And relax. So, what kind of things do you grip onto? Pretty much everything that we lift, carry, move around requires a degree of grip strength, and stuff like jars, lids, bottles require just that little bit of maybe twisting and gripping in different positions. All right, let's take our tea towel out again. Now we're going to have a go. You might prefer to come into seated for this one. I'm just going to flip my chair around to this position. We're going to have a work through. Oh, because there was a fly infiltrating my my movement snack. We're going to have a go at pushing through the chest, and you'll feel this perhaps around the back of the arm as well. So when you're pushing up out of bed, when you're maybe crawling, maybe if you crawl across to the other side of the bed when you get into it, or you're down onto the ground moving around on the floor, then you'll require some chest movements, or if any pushing type actions. So here we fix one arm into the side, take the other hand, so you've got a bit of a diagonal there across your body, and you've got the elbow out to the side, and push it across and then relax. Now you can push it across and then just let everything go loose and relax and come back. So it's definite push, but a nothing on the way back. This arm's doing a bit of work and grip, of course. Try and make it quite brisk and strong. Have a rest. Have a go at the other side. Like that. There we go. Push. Relax. Push. Relax. So keeping the tension on here gets a lot of work and movement around the arm, shoulder, chest. Grip still working quite hard again, along with forearm. Keep going with a few more, sitting tall or standing tall, and have that base of support just out wide to make your standing posture feel stronger. There we go. Feel that right round the chest, into the armpit, even around the back of the shoulder a little bit as well on your moving arm, but then your fixing arm is important as well. So you've got some moving muscle contraction and work, and you've got some static, some still fixing contraction and work there. So there we go. And our final one for today's movement snack, we're going to do hips. We're going to do hips. I tell you what, this fly is going to get the tea towel when we've finished. Another a multi-purposing use of tea towel. So those of you who are in standing might prefer to come in, well, you'll need to come into seated for this. And in fact, let's go corner to corner with the tea towel. There we go. Right. So you could go under and across like this, over the top of your knees and fix it in, or you could go over the top and then knees apart. I think I prefer this one actually. I think I prefer this one. Right, keep a good grip, and then feet are flat and planted, and we press the knees out and recover. Switching on all of these important muscles around the hip, the outside of your bottom, around that ball and socket hip joint. Now, the purpose of focusing in a little bit around this particular area is we need our hip muscles to support our hips when we're walking, when we're in standing, when we even are taking balance on one leg, standing on one leg or stepping over something requires a transfer from one leg to the other, and they stabilise your hips, basically, these muscles do. Try and keep your feet planted. If they are rolling a little bit, just go a little bit wider with the position. You should feel a bit of a burning, some warming up, a heat into the hip joints or into any muscle that you feel that you're working against some resistance. There we go. And take a pause right there. Right, I've got a fly to get, movement snackers, with my tea towel. I think you just saw him actually come onto screen. Right, let's see. There's quite a few. There's quite a few of you come in. Bex, I need to find my wedding certificate. I'm sure it's not down the sofa. I need to change my bank account. I've been married 6 years and I've still not changed it. I've got a cheque that's in Leverton that I need to, I ought to do it on Facebook as well, hadn't I? I ought to change my surname from Sprintall to Leverton after all these years. Right, everybody, I'll leave you to your afternoon. Have a smashing, spangdabulous, wonderful afternoon, and Dave will be with you with a brand new sway and a stretch at 4 p.m. Have a wonderful afternoon, everybody. I've got some searching to do. Wish me luck. See you soon.